pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Back to throw here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. as his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down. But able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
A 1st down throw for Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
This is Scarborough. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Gun Brissett. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This is Bell on the dump off. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Well, the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
They go play action here on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Hut! Hut!
They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. He's going to air one out. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. Space to maneuver at the 40. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Room here to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Barrett on play action. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Scarborough. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Barrett looks to throw on 1st. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
What? 90. What? 90.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barrett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On second down, it's Bell. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there, but couldn't bust free. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Colts getting ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On first down, Barrett to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
The final shot before break. Barrett, he's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try again with Scarborough, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. He may try and run for this. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio!
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's Barrett looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
First down, Barrett. Being chased out left. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Hey. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Hey.
On second down, Barrett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. throw is Barrett. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Play fake, Barrett. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throw on 3rd down. Barrett. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And a quick slant. Gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
Throwing here, Barrett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, the 30, the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Off play action. Barrett. And he slings one that's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barrett is going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw Barrett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Barrett. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Let's go!
There's Scarborough on the toss. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Off the play fake. Barrett. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Barrett now on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He's back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines from 8 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
It's Scarborough again. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the Steelers set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here we go.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over my head, stop. Here lies, getting paid, but never take a loss. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chest to lick up. Oh, I tell you all of this shit me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdog with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a film. Infamous immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Juicy, keep me hypnotized. I said my name is America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. That presidents drop a gem on there. Me on earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You a shook one, Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. The mother ride or die for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover earth. Skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm 2 up right now. 2 up right now. I'm two, on one day on my third, I was 2 broke, now I'm 2 rich. Made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really had no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. right now. Need crew love right now, cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yeah, I'm too up. Round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now. I got you right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop you need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. No. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha blessings be.
Chill. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, that sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bellin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My
my the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. Ice. Swerve the lane. Call the group the gang. Whip that thing. Whip it. This shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring the. Don't want no. They pull up with they. It's times 3. It's times 3. That's how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs than PJs. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the call, gotta. Yeah. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We buy the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game. Had to ice the game. So much ice. Too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dust. Freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up. Guess I'm homegrown. Well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics for that baby wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a leg with till they explode? Superstars out. Brand new cars. We buy the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Race with the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Group out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma get the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Yeah. Superstars out.